Peace and all good. How are y'all today? Now today I'm very happy. I would like to show you a new video of how you're going to make a nice, beautiful, transparent noodle in English. But the word is very hard to pronounce. But if in Chinese, it's called fan si or tang kun, or in Cantonese it's called tong fan. Now this one is a very nice food to eat, especially if you go to restaurant or those hawker center, no, they do frying. This one they will usually cook with prawn, or either they cook with crab meat in a clay pot. So I will show you how the ingredient is, and it's very simple, very little ingredient, mostly all are in vegetable. This one is the leek, leek, the Chinese with the roots and all this. This is called the leek. Cut it away. Throw it, and then 2 inches. So this one we all don't need anymore. So now the leek is clean. So what you do is that cut it open. Cut it open. So one is open, you can see there's a very small little pad, the stem. So you hold the stem and then you cut again. You can see. So another one, cut a little bit. It's just like a string. So what you do is you trim it as thin as possible, very thin. Or must cut fine, or either you chop it very fine. So this one is the leek, and as you cut, you can smell it already. The aroma smell of the leek is very fresh, very green. And when we cook into the noodle, the transparent noodles of this fancy, it will be very aroma and fragrance. So when you eat the time, you can feel it. It's so delicious and very heartwarming. So this one is like this, you do. So this one we used to cook two parts. You don't need to use all. So this is one part, but you only need half for frying. The other one fry the prawn. So we keep it. One stick can use 2 parts. Now this one is done. So then also on the other hand, the spring onion, this one you need the thicker part here. When you use this, you don't take the body. The fragrance is not so strong. Here will be better. So this one you can say about 1, 2. I use 4. So I take 4 strong one. Cut away the roots. Cut it away. Same thing. You cut very thin. Now thin, fine, thin, as thin as you can get. See? So the same thing. We will use it half for frying, half for the prawn. If there's a little bit green, okay, no problem. Now this one we don't need anymore. We put aside. So what you do is we put all into a little bowl. You have to separate them. We cannot put them all together because when you fry, it's bit by bit. So now the other one is, this one is very important. Now this one is the coriander roots. The more you have this, the better. Whenever if you eat, you keep them. This one can make tom yum soup, can make many things. Now what you do is you want to clean just like that. Use your knife, hold it, brush it, and then you clean. See, you brush it. Now the little root, too many, you cut it away. Just put it, have a cloth here. Put a cloth here, and the tablecloth is here. And the board is dry. So all this you don't want, you just put it here. Now you like this. So what you do is that you need to smash it. You don't cut. This one you have to keep. So we put aside. Now this is the beautiful part. It is the coriander leaf. Coriander leaf, take the strong stem, the stem that is on below after the roots. Take the strong one, and then you only cut half of them. See how many stalk? You take one. You take the whole stalk. No, this whole stalk got a lot of baby, right? So one whole bundle lah. If you want to count, then in this case accurately, you count about 4 or 5, but must be strong. So what you do, you cut half, about 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, and then you cut them. So this one you all put aside. Now you prepare coriander, you prepare the leek, you prepare the spring onion. Now what you need to do, you need to prepare same the ginger. Can you see the ginger? Ginger cut thin. I now show you a bit first. Later on, then the rest I will cut. So now I just want to show you. Cut thin as possible, as fine as possible, because you need the ginger. ginger combination together with these four ingredients, and when you fry it, I tell you, the aroma, smell, and the fragrance mix them together. It's a very delicious meal it come out to be. You need to have six, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't need so much, 6, and then you cut it very finely like this. Same, all have to cut fine, or either you chop it very fine. Cut it in a long way. All this have to prepare first, and then when you start to do, it's very easy. So now you chop them into very fine pieces. You cannot too big, no? All must be fine. This one we also need half of it. That means to say that when you cook, when you cut all this, you only need half. So later on we'll come back to this. Now here, and frying pan is very hot, and then add a bit of oil. So about 2 to 3 tablespoons oil. So now what we do is we need to fry the ingredient. This one is I'm making the stock, the soup, to soak the transparent noodle. So what we need is 1 teaspoon chopped ginger. So we just estimate now. Now as I said, these are using 2 parts, use 2 times, so you don't pour all. So ginger first, and then we add 1 teaspoon small onion, left half, and the spring onion plant. The spring onion is here. Okay, 1 teaspoon, and then the rest we keep it for the second round for the soup of the prawn. So we just fry. Okay, when you fry, this one make sure the aroma is very good. The smell is very delicious. You can feel it, you know. So now I add a 1 teaspoon salt, and then we just fry. Fry it well, then I will pour in the chicken stock. I mix the chicken stock with some water, so it is become 1 liter of water, but I give about 400 liters of chicken stock and plain water. Mix them together because the chicken stock itself is quite salty. So now we fry golden color, and then you pour in the stock, the chicken stock, and let it boil. So as you boil, need to season to make the color of the soup a little bit brown, because the transparent noodle itself is very white. So once this water is boiled, soup is boiled, it will pour onto the transparent noodle to soak for 30 minutes. So this is how we start off to make the soup base, and to soak the transparent noodle, soak the fancy, the tong fan, we soak it. So after this soaking in the first part, then second part we prepare the prawn. So I hope you understand and have been following me, and it's very simple. So now I let it boil. Now looking at it, the soup like this. If you think the 4 packet of the transparent noodle with this is not enough, we can always add another 1 more cup of water. So that means to say 1 liter. Just now 1 liter, so I give another said about 200. So 1 liter, 1002 the water. Now this is the right measurement. Okay, and we cover. So let it boil. Let the soup base boil. Okay. And we'll come back to you. Hi. So now the water is boiling. You see, very fast. The water boiling. So I need to make seasoning and to make the color. So now I have to add in fish sauce. It's about 1 tablespoon. Pepper, a dash of pepper. This one is a stock, you know. It is also a soup can be drink. Dark sauce. Dark sauce, if you worry you cannot measure, you can put a teaspoon. Dark sauce, 1. And yeah, 1 will do. It's dark enough already. Don't want so dark. Okay. And then we put in sesame oil. Sesame oil, you put just 1 teaspoon will do. Sesame oil is to bring up the noodle and also the fragrance of the soup. I think I put 2 teaspoons. Yeah, it's almost equivalent to a tablespoon. Last and not least, give 2 teaspoons of oyster sauce into the soup. 1 and 2. So this one is should be very, the soup should be tasty and seasoned enough. So you have to taste. If it's not salty enough, a little bit more salt. So now I will add 1 teaspoon sugar. Why you put sugar? Sugar is to bring up the fragrance and the noodle itself, because this noodle is too plain, no taste. So you put sugar, it bring up the taste for you. So now, better than you put Ajinomoto, you don't put those. This one is more of a natural. So now I would like to taste the soup whether it's tasty enough or not. But taste also depends. If you like salty, you put. You don't like, you don't put. Good. The stock is very good. So now I off the fire. I will come back to you. Now the soup is boiled. So what I do is now I pour over to the transparent noodle. Pour over the fancy onto the tong fan or tang hun, you call it in Hokkien. Now you see the ingredients of the onion, the taste. This is a soup, must remember. So what I do now is that I open it up to soak it. At least about 25 to 30 minutes, but I give you 30 minutes. But you have to see, if it's a bit soft, then you can stop it, no? But the soup you cannot throw away, because the soup afterwards, we are going to fry it, you know. So this is a very wonderful dish. And yeah, I'm very surprised too, not only you know, that food can be a lot of creation and also a lot of different kinds of method to cook. And this is a very, very interesting method. And I like it. So I like, this is my second time already. New Year we already cook, and this was after New Year I cook again. I want to share with you my joy, how to cook these transparent noodles. Yeah. But then another sense is that, can you use it for the another kind of noodle? Yes, you can. But more or less this is the best of the noodles. This is the recipe to go for that. So now you see, stir and then all becomes softened, right? So we open it. Okay, let the soup soak it for 25 to 30 minutes. So I will show you now how we fry the prawn. Oh, now it's the second part. I need to pour quite a lot of oil to the one big soup bowl. Now my pot is big, so I need to pour a little bit more. Well, if you fry already the oil too much, you have to take out about 3/4 and remain the little there. Set about 4 or 5 tablespoons, and that is the final one. Then we cook again. So this is the oil. We need to heat up pot to 170 degrees. Pot must be very boiling hot. Then we fry the prawn. I took out the oil and I just put in the ginger, the cut spring onion, the stem, and the shallot, the onion, more onion, and then 3 of them fry all together. Fry it until aroma, fragrance smell, and then add in a little bit of seasoning again. So just a pinch of salt, half teaspoon of sugar, and we just fry. Now this one we fried it very fragrantly, very nice smell. So I have to add in the prawn again. Now the prawn go back into the ingredients. So we cook them together. Cook them well. Fry until very, very nice. Until you feel that it's tasty. So wait about 2 minutes. Now you need to add water again. So this one is the chicken stock, right? Inside is all plain water. Some of the chicken stock roughly is about 100. So you pour it in over the prawn. This one is to make the soup. You see, so delicious. Why? So that, you know, We're pouring into the soup mixed with half a plain water, and then we just give one cook. Okay, just the first boil. I don't want to cook the prawn too cooked because afterward we will cook again. So this is the way of cooking the transparent noodle. Now this soup you cook with the prawn. You take out the prawn. The soup, this soup, we will cook the noodles. So you can imagine how delicious and tasty and wonderful will be this tang hoon. This is really a very, very loving dish. We add a dash of pepper. Pepper I pound myself. I bought seed from Malaysia in Sarawak, and then I use the pepper. So this one you see I put in the pepper, it's very fragrant, really very nice, I tell you. So let the prawn cook it for a few minutes. So now it's boiling, right? Okay. So now I need to one more time take out the prawn and then let it dry. Put back into the prawn, put into the bowl. See, the prawn still not that cooked until hard, you know. Put it into the bowl. It's all cooked. Put here, and then all withdraw. Okay. So that the soup boil, and then I add in the transparent noodle. Just now I soaked, remember? So now you see the soup is still got a lot here, you know. So now I pour in the transparent noodles and cook inside the prawn soup. Wow, you look at it, it's so delicious, you know. Now this one, the stock soup got some, you don't pour away first. Wait, we need it very much. So now we just cook. Now don't look at the water a lot, no, don't look at it, no. This one, no, not a lot, because transparent noodle will absorb it. They absorb very well. So use a chopstick like this, what I do. Yeah, lift it, turn one round, lift it, turn one round. From the back, from the front, you just turn. And you slowly, patiently cook. Fire, as usual, high fire, no problem. But if you are slow, you scared it burn, then you keep a medium heat. So now, I'm stirring and cooking. So you can see. Even the soup is watery, never mind. We put into the pot later on, it will absorb, you know. It will be dry. Now see, wonderful. Now just now you fry all those small little ingredients, they are all over here. So when you eat at time, it's very delicious. You feel it so nice and so wonderful. Especially a noodle that cooked with prawn, fresh prawns, and with the ingredients. You will not disappoint yourself. You will not disappoint your family or your guests, and I can assure you, your guests all will love it very much. So lift it up, and then we stir it. So we just cook. So this one very magical, you know. It's very magical ingredients and noodles. So I let it boil for a while. Okay, now it's all cooked already, and the last is that you add in the leek. The leek that just how we cut. Leek is always the last to put in. So just stir the leek, it will be cooked, and then the smell will be nice. So just on back the fire again, so that at least it can cook well. Now put in the leek. You get the aroma, the fragrance, and the mixture is very good. If you don't have leek, never mind. Then you put in spring onion plant. The spring onion, you buy the big one with the very big stem, from the roots up. Take the white one, cut more. And the last round, then you put in. Now this is all totally cooked. So it's very easy. So now I off the fire, and I'll show you how to decorate it. Now the crepe pot itself, you must put coriander roots, so that you will have the cheese smell, and that is the right way. And the coriander, the stem, I don't have not enough of the root, so I just put the stem in. Will you be able to see? So now this is the noodles. I pick it up, and then I pour it into the bowl. All pour into the bowl. It's so delicious. I cannot wait to eat, you know. It's so delicious. So this one is here. I pour all of them in together with the soup. So I put it up over the stove so you can see. Why I put it over the stove? It's because we need to have one more round just to warm it up only. So I make it nicely. Yeah, so you don't take it from the below. Make it nicely. Open it, open it, open it. So now the last final one is the most magical one. I need to wear a hand glove to decorate the prawn. The prawn, decorate it on top. So you see, sometimes also can get jam, no, when you want to hurry. So put it on the hand glove. Then I decorate the prawn. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then we just go around. This dish is like that. In the Thai, when you eat, they also have the same. They decorate it very beautiful. One of the head gone, so never mind. We just pretend to know, And here, and then we just go around. This one is the prawn is from the sea. I bought it not from the farm. Farmer will not be so tasty now. This is the big one. I add in some big one. So this one is the small one. I put in the big one. So this is the very big one. Put in 3 so everybody can have enjoy. So this one we go around again. See? The more prawn, of course, is better. So it's more tasty and everybody have a share. So everyone would like to eat more. And also the same, no? When your prawn, you season it well, it's very nice to eat. Prawn, if you put sugar nicely, season it well. Now, is it nice like that? So now the remainder of the soup, don't throw away, just pour it over. So this is finishing. My finishing part. Okay. So now I need to on the fire to heat up hot for a while. You can feel it. You have to wait here. You don't go away. You know why? This time you have to warm it up and give them the like that. No. So it heat up for a while. And below, because below I put in the coriander leaf, right? So the smell will arise, and then they heap it on top. And then need to put wine to cook it. So now on the fire, set it nice, set it straight. Now, so I cover, right? Cover. So it's heating up hot now with high fire. So this is the most magical part is wine. Hoa tiao chiu. You have rice wine, you have your drinking wine, or you got tuak. Now, if you scared, I think it's best for me also. I will eat after overpour too much. Just one cap only. You see. This is 1 cup of the wine. Now, you can feel whether it's hot or not. It should be hot already, So let it feel the sizzling sound. Yeah, it's a feel sizzling sound now. So I pour the wine over it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pour over the top of the cover and let it drain into it. You start to eat your dinner. So there you go. This is finished, and I hope you like it. And also give me more likes. Yeah, today I need more likes, And then also do subscribe my channel so that I will be able to serve you more and peace and goodwill. I will show you later.